I'm Terrence James on this very windy winter edition of Neutral Reviews, and what this is a follow-up to our comprehensive full long-term review we did on the 2020 Subaru BRZ RS. And what we want to do today is show that you can use these in the winter. Obviously, this is normal winter conditions for where I live, so most places in the US and Canada and the UK, you're going to be okay every day with a good pair of snow tires like we have on here, front and back, and that is because of the low center of gravity and even 50-50 weight distribution all around this car. So obviously, if you're trying to go through a foot of snow in the back roads or before the roads are really plowed, obviously that's not going to be great. But even if they're not plowed in your subdivision and things like that, unless there's some kind of wild snowstorm or you're up in Alaska or something like that, or in the mountains, for most winter conditions, if you're using this car as a second vehicle or as your primary vehicle, but you don't need a lot of functionality that way, then yes, this car is absolutely a great daily driver. So come with me and let's take a look, and we're going to test out some of the feels that we normally do and see how they do for the BRZ in the winter. And first is our traffic light Grand Prix acceleration test with our BRZ with snow tires on it in the winter. So we want to race up to that stoplight as fast as we can just to hammer on the brakes. So let's see how it does. Okay, we are not going to put it in any form of traction control, just for fun. And here we go. Into second, a little bit more traction. So obviously we're not winning any races. Those all-wheel drives are just really running all over us here. But here's where we shine with our Brembo brakes. Here we go. And hammer. Nice and straight. As you can see, nice and controlled, fast. Okay, next is our quick turnaround test, because just in case it's too cold outside, we want to make sure we can get back home real quick. So here we go. All right. Passed. And next is our quick backup test, because we want to make sure we can back this up in the winter with ease. So here we go in reverse. And as you can see, I purposely did not clean that camera, because that is one of the downsides to having an exposed camera. Nice parking though. So as you saw, the BRZ passed our feels test pretty good. We were able to do our traffic light Grand Prix acceleration test. It passed with flying colors. We were able to do our quick turnaround test, and a little bit cheating with the rear wheel drive, of course, and you wouldn't want to do that in most situations. Of course, that was just for fun. And it parks just great as well. Now with that exposed camera in the back, it does get dirty, and you have to be careful with that. But yeah, it works pretty good. So what I want to show you is I have the stability control on here. So even if we go around the corner and try to give it some gusto, see, it won't let us. It's a nice program. It's, you know, it doesn't seem like the most sophisticated in the world. It's a little intrusive, but for situations like this, it's great, especially if you're an inexperienced driver. It's going to stop you from going around sideways, and works really good. So all in all, as I said, if you're not going out in the middle of nowhere and doing some real urban active adventuring, the BRZ with some snow tires and some care is going to be just fine for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.